Good morning, noon, or night. My name is Jet, and welcome to my channel, JITV, Jet in the Valley. So I guess this is basically a so-called self-help channel. If you have less than perfect life and you have really hardships and things aren't going right and you're trying all these different things and you're going to do this and you're trying that and this, that, and the other, okay, there is a much more direct solution to your problems. Okay, the most direct solution to your problems is wisdom, knowledge, discernment. You have to gain knowledge and wisdom about the nature of reality. You want your problem solved, you have to learn where you are and what is going on. Okay? The rules of reality have been hidden. There are rules of reality. There are parameters set in reality. There are things that exist here that people don't talk about, they haven't talked about, and they've done it with intention of not sharing that information. If you're playing a game and somebody else has the rule book and they won't let you have the rule book, what do you think is going to happen? You just know, you're like, okay, well, I'm here and we're playing this, and you're just doing a bunch of random stuff because you don't understand, because you don't have the rules. Because the cheaters and liars and weaker people, they took the rule book and they hid it from everybody. When they hid it, they tried to rewrite it. They've tried to redefine things about it. There are rules and parameters to reality. The most direct way to solve your problem is to seek knowledge, wisdom, and use your discernment. Learn what discernment is. That's how I knew something was wrong with the school system. Was I went to a decent, but people always said it was a decent public school system in Lakewood, Ohio, and I was in I didn't know, I had never heard the word discernment. I didn't know what discernment was, okay? That should be a word that we teach children so they can work on it the entirety of their life. Discernment is what you use to tell the difference between two things, such as right and wrong, or good and bad, or truth and falseness, okay? We have to be teaching children what discernment is so they can tell the difference between things. Who benefits when people don't even know what discernment is? They can't even tell what discernment is. If you don't have discernment and you're just going by what people have said and people have told you, then you are at their mercy. So you have to start to use your discernment, learn what discernment is, learn why it's important. You have to figure out love. You have to seek the answers to what love is, where it comes from, what it is, what is in you, and what is functioning around you, how reality and the different systems are functioning. They're in opposition to love, okay? There's only love is the most high. Love is the strongest, the highest, and it's the most high frequency. It's a frequency weapon. Our society here in America, for 50 years at least, has done nothing but gone against love. We have built up our systems to intentionally go against love. They hate love. All of our TV, our music, our schools, all of these things, they go against love. They do not want you to understand what love is. Because love is freedom. That's what love is. But you can't get love and you can't get freedom by acting like an animal. Which is what your mind and your body, that's the current nature of your mind and your body, is animalistic, which is selfish, just about me, which is survivalist, just about me. It's not inclusive for the greater good, for everybody. It's animalistic and selfish by nature. This has been encouraged because if you encourage us to act like animals and be lesser and try and say that we're just animals or things like that, we're weak. It makes you weak. We aren't accidents, okay? That's literally an awful, it's a disgusting and awful deception and trick that they tried to use that worked on a lot of people for the past 3 generations, okay? If you are a parent and you have a child and you weren't planning on it, right? But you end up having one, would you tell your child that they're an accident? Would you tell your child that they're an accident? No. Because what happens when someone tries to tell you you're an accident? I mean, like, that puts guilt and shame and fear on you. That puts things on you that you don't deserve. And that's what the public school systems have done for a couple generations now. I try to tell you that you were an accident, that you just accidentally ended up here, and life just accidentally ended up here, and you're just an animal. Your mind and your body, it's such an evil trick, okay? Your mind and your body are animalistic in nature, okay? But your spirit, life force, soul, energy, okay, is of love. The purpose of what we have to do, okay, we have to stop being double-minded, right? Your mind and your body are against you, the real you, the eternal you, the everlasting you, the eternal you. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. Everlasting is love. You have to use your free will to choose love over fear and anything other than love. You have to use your free will that you have and your power to reject the lower energies and to choose the higher love. But they tried to tell us that we can't do that. They tried to say that we didn't have the power to do that. That there's something wrong and that our bodies and our minds are in charge and they are what they are and we've got chemical imbalances and you can't do that. You can't choose love. And no, yeah, we definitely and we totally can. And if you choose love, it is the most high. There are going to be solutions that come to you about things that you never ever could possibly have perceived or created or invented or figured out, okay? You just start to sync up with love a little tiny bit and you will see the benefits of it. It's going to come in and it will start to clean you out. It will clean out all this guilt, shame, and fear, and anger, and lusts, and greed, and all these things that are in us that people will say, like, oh, well, that's natural. Okay, well, is it good? Is it good for you? Okay, there's a ton of shit that's natural, okay? Just like the people, they do the yin-yang sign, right? It's got, like, white with a black dot and black with a white dot, okay? I don't know how to make that. But it's saying, what the yin-yang is saying is, like, it takes that to make a whole. But what I'm saying is, get rid of all of the darkness. That's what I'm saying. The darkness does not belong. The darkness does not belong. How could it belong? How could it belong mixed in with love? We have to use our free will, okay? This is the whole thing. I'm sorry if nobody likes it. I don't like a lot of things either, because I have a mind and a body, and it wants to do what it wants to do, and it did what it wanted to do, and now I've got a lot of problems from doing what my mind and my body told me I should be doing. So now I've had to try and dig myself back up out the traps, which is what I'm doing. And I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to teach other people how to do it, because I had no idea about these traps that were set. Then I got caught in a bunch of traps, and I realized, oh shit, these are traps. Why isn't anybody talking about these things? Why is everything promoted against the solutions to what the solutions to the traps are? Why is this happening? And then I find out, oh, there's perfectly good explanation. And that's what I'm trying to explain. So you have to use your free will to say no to all the dark shit that's not good for you. And as soon as you start doing it just a little bit, like, no, your mind and your body. Like, I smoked cigarettes for 22, 23 years. I don't know. I started smoking cigarettes when I was 12. I just stopped like last week. I'm 36 years old. Well, I switched to a vape like 8 months ago, and then I got rid of the vape. So, I've had addictions since I was a tiny little kid, basically. And so is everybody else in my family. And I'm not ashamed of that. I just didn't understand that it was a trap and what was happening, and that those traps are set to disempower you. And I noticed ever since a tiny age that everybody's trying to take your power from you. Why is that happening? People are always trying to take your power from you. So, you start to think that it's normal. It just must be. And you start to think, especially if you're a good-hearted person, a soft, tender-hearted person, that it's how you show love is to give your power away. That is not how you show love. You don't let people suck off your life force energy and drain you down to show love. That is not what love is. And love would never ask you to do that. That is evil darkness, and that's what it wants from you. It wants you. It wants all of your energy, and it wants to give you nothing. That is not what this is. You have to deny the darker sides of stuff, sync up with the love, and love loves you. And so love gives you gifts, okay? When you are giving yourself to love, love will give you gifts, okay? And the gifts of love are peace, joy, contentment, kindness, self-control, and patience. And you don't even realize how important and how good all of those things are until you get just a little bit of some of them. And you see how your life can improve. And you see how things feel so much better, and they're calmer, and they're not so chaotic, and you're not like always losing your house, and you're not losing your car, and you're not having, just all of this crazy shit happen all of the time, because you can think a little bit. You can think a little bit more elevated. Elevated from a higher frequency of love. It gives you that gift because it is high. It is the most high. And everything else is below it. So if you can sync up with that, and you sync yourself up with that, then you're going to be seeing possibilities. It's like a bird's eye view of things. And you can understand what's happening. Now you can see these traps. Before you couldn't see these traps. And you couldn't see what was going on, and now you can. So I'm going to call that one good. And the whole goal is to use your free will to choose good love. Choose love, which is freedom. And with that, much love and many thanks, and thank you.